The road is full of surprises where assumptions turn into risks and moments into consequences. These real dashcam stories reveal hard lessons. Stay sharp. Let's jump into the stories. Number 1. The intersection of assumption and impact. At the first clip, the snow piled high on the pavement, untouched by the morning rush. Emma eased forward, inching toward the four-way junction at Ridge Point. No traffic lights, no clear right-of-way. Just drivers reading the road and trusting each other. A gray car from the left, tearing through the snow, too fast for the conditions. From the opposite side, a white car rolled forward, the driver assuming the gray car would slow. It didn't. The crash was violent. The white car struck the gray car's rear with bone-rattling force. The hood snapped upward, metal twisted, shattered parts scattered onto the road. The gray car barely hesitated, and just kept going, vanishing into the morning haze. Emma exhaled sharply. Some drivers trusted their luck more than their brakes. Uncontrolled intersections don't mean uncontrolled driving. Number 2. The fatal miscalculation. At the second clip, Nathan drove steadily down the highway in the UK, watching traffic flow smoothly. Suddenly, a black Jeep shot past him, weaving through cars, overtaking without hesitation. Ahead, a massive container truck flicked on its left turn signal, preparing to make a sharp turn onto a side road. The Jeep's driver saw it. He saw the signal, the narrowing gap, the impending danger. But his speed was his enemy. In a split second, he slammed on the brakes. But it was too late. The truck's turn was swift, and the Jeep, still surging forward with too much force, collided violently with the truck's massive side. The crash echoed through the highway. Metal twisted, glass shattered, and the Jeep crumpled under the weight of its own reckless momentum. Nathan tensed, a cold wave of realization washing over him. Seeing danger isn't enough. If you don't control your speed, it will control you. Number 3. The cost of beating the light. At the third clip, Ibrahim sat at the red light, fingers tapping the wheel. His phone buzzed. An urgent call from work. He ignored it. Rules were rules. To his right, a yellow car wasn't as patient. As the light turned orange, the driver accelerated. Just then, a massive white fuel tanker emerged from the right, crossing the intersection. The yellow car had no time to stop. The tanker's sheer weight slammed into it, crushing the front end. Metal twisted, glass shattered, and debris scattered across the road, striking the traffic light pole. The front bumper tore open like a cracked shell. Ibrahim exhaled sharply, shaken. The light changing doesn't mean the road is clear. Rushing through an intersection can be your last mistake. Number 4. The chain reaction on Westford Highway. At the fourth clip, Elliot hurried down the sidewalk of Westford Highway, focused on grabbing lunch before his break ended. The midday traffic roared beside him, a steady flow of cars jostling for position. A white sedan driving slightly to Elliot's right suddenly veered left, its driver distracted, glancing down at their phone. In that split second, the car drifted into the narrow space between two vehicles. Its right front clipped the rear of the car ahead while its left front slammed into the front bumper of black car behind. Metal crunched, tires screeched, and the black car jolted to a stop, smoke rising from under the hood. The white sedan, still reeling from impact, skidded sideways and crashed onto the pavement before coming to a halt. Distractions on the road can trigger a chain reaction. Always stay focused. Number 5. The price of a single, reckless decision. In the fifth clip, Mei Ling drove smoothly through the evening traffic in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Ahead, a white sedan signaled right at the green light and proceeded cautiously. Suddenly, from the right, a massive courier container truck barreled forward, ignoring its red light. Before anyone could react, the truck's left side slammed into the white car's front bumper. The metal crunched, the hood crumpled like paper, and the windshield shattered into a spiderweb of cracks. The impact pushed the sedan sideways, its horn blaring in distress. Mei Ling gasped, her hands tightening on the wheel. Had she been a second ahead, it could have been her. The truck driver, oblivious to the destruction, braked too late. Running red lights isn't just illegal, it destroys lives. A few seconds of impatience can cost future of someone. Always respect traffic signals. Number 6. The morning that almost changed everything. In the 6th clip, Arun adjusted his rearview mirror, waiting at the red light. The morning was quiet, only a few cars on the road of Bangkok, Thailand. Ahead of him, a black car and a gray car waited too, their brake lights glowing dimly. The signal turned green. The gray car moved forward just as a massive container truck from the left side thundered past, ignoring its red light completely. A deafening crash followed. The truck's front smashed into the gray car's side, shoving it violently across the intersection. It skidded several meters to the right, finally stopping in the middle of the road. Glass littered the asphalt. The gray car's driver, dazed, slowly pushed the door open. The damage was less than expected. But the risk had been immense. Following traffic signals isn't enough. Always watch for reckless drivers. Defensive driving can save lives, Arun reminded himself. Number 7. A trip-turned warning. In the 7th clip, Hiroshi smiled, glancing at his wife and kids as they drove along the highway of Osaka, Japan. The road was packed with cars, but the journey felt peaceful until chaos unfolded ahead. A white car ahead slowed, signaling to turn left. Behind it, a black car seized the chance to overtake, swerving left impatiently. But from behind, another white car, speeding recklessly, had no time to react. A violent crash shattered the calm. The black car was launched several meters, flipping onto the right side pavement. Meanwhile, the speeding white car spun out of control, tumbling upside down before skidding across the left pavement. Metal twisted, glass shattered, and a haunting silence followed. Hiroshi's hands tightened on the wheel, his pulse unsteady. Silence filled the car, his family too shocked to speak. Impatience on the road leads to disaster. Always check surroundings before overtaking. Speeding only brings regret. Number 8. A moment too late. At the least clip, the morning air was crisp and the highway stretched endlessly ahead in Seoul, South Korea. Dae-hyun tapped the steering wheel in rhythm with the soft music playing, while Suman scrolled through their trip itinerary. The road was calm, with only a few scattered cars navigating through a long stretch of red traffic cones. Then, in an instant, chaos erupted. A black car sped past them recklessly, ignoring the marked lanes. It slammed into a concrete block with a violent crunch. The force sent it swerving hard to the left, colliding with a black Jeep. The Jeep spun out of control, its trajectory shifting straight into the path of a gray Jeep. Another brutal crash. The black Jeep flipped onto the pavement, landing upside down. The gray Jeep, miraculously unharmed, sped ahead. Traffic red cones scattered like fallen leaves. Dae-hyun braked sharply, his pulse pounding. Suman's voice trembled. That could have been us. Roads demand respect. One reckless decision can turn a peaceful drive into a disaster. Stay alert, drive smart, and never take safety for granted. Every second on the road counts. One reckless move can change everything. Speeding, distractions, or ignoring traffic signals can lead to life-altering consequences. But you have the power to make safer choices. Defensive driving, staying aware, and respecting the rules can save lives. Next time you're behind the wheel, remember these stories. Make decisions that prioritize safety, because one moment of caution could prevent disaster. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share it with others. Let's spread awareness and keep the road safer for everyone. Stay alert, drive smart, and always respect the road. See you next time.